Hi, I'm Rockin Robin from CookingMexicanRecipes.com, and today I'm going to be making some homemade applesauce. And I'm going to season this with a little bit of cinnamon and brown sugar and a little bit of apple juice. So let's go over our ingredients. Now what we're going to need here, and our most important ingredient, are the apples. Now I've got 6 apples and I've got a variety here. I've got 2 gala apples right here, and I've got a couple of golden delicious and a couple of fuji apples. Now you can use any apple you want, you can use any combination you want, but I would stay away from the red delicious. They're kind of mealy and they just don't work really well for this recipe. I'd also kind of stay away from the more tart apples, only because you'd have to use a lot more sugar. We're not going to be using too much sugar in this, but let's go over the rest of our ingredients. We're going to be using a couple of teaspoons of ground cinnamon. Here I have 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. I like to use the brown sugar because it has a molasses in it, which gives it a nice little caramel flavor, which goes really well with the apples. And here I've got about a half a cup of just 100% apple juice, so no sugar added to that. If you happen to have an apple peeler corer like I do, I want to show you how to use it and how easy it is to use. So what you do is you just insert the apple just like that, and then you start spinning. And it peels for you. Sometimes it's not perfect. It takes the core out of it, but you still need to check it. Cut it in half. And you want to check for these little hard pieces of the apple that still sometimes stay in there, and it really doesn't work too well in applesauce. It doesn't taste good. Okay? So you can just leave your apples in chunks like that, place them in your pan, and you want to get rid of most of the peeling as well. And it did a pretty good job. Just some chunks. That way your applesauce will be a little bit chunky. And then I'm going to show you the next one. I'm just going to do it by hand in case you don't have one of these. Okay, so if you don't have an apple peeler core, we'll just show you how to do it by hand. Go ahead and just cut your apple in half. And then I just cut it in quarters. Take a paring knife, cut out the seeds. You're just going to peel by hand like this. And don't worry about your apples, turning brown, as they will, while they're sitting there waiting for you to cut all the rest of them up, because they're gonna be brown anyway with the addition of the cinnamon and the brown sugar. So then just cut your apples into chunks just like that. That's all you have to do. I've got 6 apples cut up here into chunks. Now I'm going to add my cinnamon and the brown sugar. Just pour that in. And about a half a cup of the apple juice. So all we want to do here is just stir this up, combine it really well. And now we're going to put it on the stove and cook it for about 20 minutes. So we're ready to cook this. I'm going to put the flame on to medium-high heat, and I'm going to start off covering it because I want to get it cooking first. Then once it starts to bubble up and simmer a little bit, I'm going to take the lid and put it partially on there. So we'll just do that for now. All right, so let's have a look here. And you can see that we've got the mixture kind of with a little simmer bubble. And that's once you get to this point, set your timer for 20 minutes. You can kind of see the liquid here, how much is in there. And now I'm going to put the lid partially on so that it'll continue to cook pretty well. And we're going to check it, like I said, in 20 minutes. Our applesauce has been cooking for 15 minutes, so let's have a look-see. You can see that there's still some liquid in there. So for the last 5 minutes, we're going to take the lid off and let some of that liquid cook off, and then we're going to turn off the heat and mash it. It's been 20 minutes now, so it's time to mash our applesauce. I'm going to turn off the heat, and we can mash this up as much as you like. I like it a little bit chunky, so I'm going to leave some of the bigger pieces in there. But you can do it however you like it. And this stores up pretty nicely in the freezer too if you want to save it. So There we go. That's about as chunky as I like it. I like it a little chunky, so we're ready to serve it up. All right, so we're ready to serve this up. It smells incredible. And you can see here that this batch makes, I'm saying probably 3 to 4 cups of applesauce. And it just, like I said, smells incredible. And it's really hot right now. But I'd really want to take a taste of this because it's just smelling too good. Oh. Wow. Tastes just like apple pie. You guys are going to love this. Really good, just the right amount of cinnamon. Really delicious. All right, so there you have it. Nice and easy homemade applesauce. I hope you'll try this. It goes great with pork. You could serve it as a side dish for that. Or you can, I like to stir it into my Greek yogurt for breakfast. You can do that. You can serve it on pancakes or toast. And what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to serve it over, I'm going to heat it up and I'm going to serve it over some ice cream, and it's going to be like having apple pie a la mode. Really delicious. So I hope you'll give it a try. Be sure and subscribe to my channel by clicking that link right up there above me, so you don't miss any new videos. And if you have any comments at all, or if there's any videos you'd like to see me make, leave me a comment below and let me know what those are. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.